Talkin' Country.
You're listening to Talkin' Country with Paul Taylor.
Hi, welcome to my channel, Talking Country, where we'll be chatting to the stars of country music from around the world, whether it's in Nashville, Australia, UK, Ireland. You'll get it here first. If you like us, subscribe and give us the big thumbs up. Hopefully you enjoy it.
I love you just the way God made you, girl. He don't make mistakes. What you call your imperfections, I call beautiful, babe. Tell him, Blonde.
The way your hair's in a mess in the morning when you open your eyes. The way an hour goes by when you say that you'll be ready in 5. The little dimple on the side of your smile when you're laughing at a movie that you've seen about 1,000 times. You know, girl, that I can't lie.
I love you just the way God made you, girl. He don't make mistakes. What you call your imperfections, I call beautiful, babe. So let my eyes be your mirror, and you're bound to see it too. Cause I was made for loving just the way God made you. God made you just the way, just the way, just the way, just the way God made you. God made you just the way, just the way, just the way, just the way God made you. Yeah. The flush in your cheeks when you're mad, but you say that you're not.
Yeah.
And the shape of the face that you make when you're taking a shot.
Taking a shot.
The little white lie that you told the security guard at the hotel pool when we got caught. I was thinking, girl, you never looked so high.
Never looked so high.
And that I love you just the way God made you, girl. He don't make mistakes. What you call your imperfections, I call beautiful, babe. So let my eyes be your mirror, and you're bound to see it too. Cause I was made for loving just the way God made you. God made you just the way, just the way, just the way, just the way God made you. God made you just the way, just the way, just the way, just the way God made you.
Girl, I ain't never gonna try to change it. Come on.
My masterpiece, my Mona Lisa, and I need you to stay just the way God made you. Just the way God made you. I love you just the way God made you, girl. He don't make mistakes. What you call your imperfections, I call beautiful, babe. So let my eyes be your mirror, and you're bound to see it too. Cause I was made for loving just the way God made you. God made you just the way, just the way, just the way, just the way God made you. God made you just the way, just the way, just the way, just the way God made you. God made you just the way, just the way, just the way, just the way God made you. God made you just the way, just the way, just the way, just the way God made you.
One. Well, that was the amazing single, Just the Way, taken off the brand new album by Parmalee. And we've got Matt from Parmalee, and the album For You is out now. And here's Matt. How you doing, Matt?
Doing good. Thanks for having me.
No, thanks for spending a bit of time with us here. It's great. I know you've got lots of interviews to get through to promote it, all this, but how are you feeling a bit about the album? It's a great it's a great album, and all the tracks are just phenomenal.
Thank you, man. It's amazing, getting some great feedback from our fans, and we didn't know we were going to put an album out, so to have it received this well is just it's amazing, man. It's great.
I mean, the tracks come from pretty much your personal kind of experiences as well.
Yeah, a lot of these songs were we were writing for the follow-up to Just the Way. That was a lot of the intent for every time we go in the writing room. We're like, all right, guys, Just the Way is connecting. Let's tap into that. Let's tap into what Carolina did. Let's tap into what Close Your Eyes did. Let's tap into what Calling Your Mind did. All the hits, the biggest songs we've had. Let's tap into that and see where we go. And I think it was the idea of staying with the positive vibe, speaking directly to the person, keeping it conversational. and it was really just writing songs, thinking of that. And so we ended up with a bunch of great songs we all loved. And we're trying to put an EP out. I guess that's what they were going to do. And once we turned the songs into the label, they were like, guys, let's just do an album. And we're like, cool, we'll cut our budget so we can make sure we get all these songs that we want recorded and done. And that's how really it all came about. So
no, it's great. I mean, I say just the way it's reached #1 in Canada. It's got, lots and lots of streaming as well, hasn't it? So you must be really stoked over that.
Crazy, man. It's just to see everything happening behind it, it's really revived us, and especially having it over the pandemic where everything's so doom and gloom and everybody's at each other, and to be able to have a positive message across the board for everybody and for us is, getting good news about the song, getting on this playlist or getting charted here, or this is happening. I mean, that really got us through that whole time. And just a little positivity peppered here and there is goes so much further than negativity all the time. I
must admit that the people I've spoken to, the artists and songwriters that I've spoken to, and they've said like they've used the pandemic really in a good way. Yes, there's been some sad songs, obviously, for obvious reasons, but there's also been some brilliant, like say, uplifting songs, and there's quite a lot in that album that gives you that, that uplifting sensation, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. We kind of focused on that, and we're not, like I was telling somebody, we've been through so much, just some crazy stuff in our lives. I leave all that to life, and in our music, I always want to keep it positive, and for the most part, fun and sing along and smile to kind of music instead of writing about negative stuff. I just leave that for somebody else. I'll just try to keep it as. I mean, the only, I guess, the Forget You's the breakup song up there, but it's still kind of positive. Still in love with the girl,
You've got to have a breakup song. I've always said this.
Yeah,
if you play a country music record backwards, you don't break up with your partner. You don't become an alcoholic. You don't lose your money. You've got to throw it in, haven't you?
Yeah, you got to put something in there. Yeah.
But I mean, the band itself, it's a collection of mainly family and obviously a family friend as well. I mean, how does that go down? I mean, obviously you got brother and cousin.
Yeah, I mean, family's family. We argue over the stupidest things sometimes. But we've worked together so long that hold on, I freeze up.
Yeah.
We've worked together so long that we know each other well enough to know when to bob and weave, when the proper time is to have to talk, or when the proper time is to just shut up and don't say nothing and just let it, simmer, that kind of thing. And we've all, I mean, we struggled in this band for the first 10 years we were together. We broke nothing, zero, and just so we struggled together. We all shared that struggle, and so there's a bond there that is pretty tight, and then going through Scott getting shot and all that happening before we got a record deal. There's just a lot of things that just keep us together, and we can kind of work things out.
But you mean you've taken the name from your hometown, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We grew up about 3 miles from Parmalee, but that was where we had a little barn that we would go to and rehearse in. We rented it from my dad's friend for like $50 a month. And we would go out, it's about the size of this room I'm in, and we would just jam out and try to figure it out,
There's a lot of bands, there's a lot of country bands and bluegrass bands from the Carolina kind of area, isn't there? It just seems to be a hive of, I mean, you've got Georgia, you've got Nashville, you've got Texas, but Carolina's got, the whole of Carolinas have a great hive of activity there.
Yeah, I mean, bluegrass is huge, and you got the Appalachian Mountains and that area, which that's where Josh came from. He's from the western part of the state. We're from the eastern part. But yeah, I mean, that's all we knew. There really wasn't. When we were coming up, there was nobody to tell us how to do it. You just saw somebody on TV, and you got together with your buddies and just hoped something would happen. Something cool was going to happen. And sometimes it did for some people. It didn't for us for quite a bit. But we did. We figured it out, and we didn't know you could come to Nashville and go to songwriting school and learn about music production and all that. We just got in a van and went and played clubs and just hoped and prayed somebody's going to come see you and scoop you up.
I mean, is that always been a thing for you and your brother and your cousin? And is it always growing up, this is what we wanted to do? Nobody wanted to be a doctor or, in the army or anything like that. It's got to be a musician.
Yeah, we all did. We worked any job that would allow us to take off Fridays, which usually meant the $10 an hour jobs, doing construction. Worked in the logging woods. Barry worked at his dad's furniture rental place, hardware store. Like just,
Wow.
it was always about. It was never an end. It was never an end game in any job we ever did, except for music. That was the most important thing. But it didn't pay anything, so we had to put everything on credit cards and rack up that just to keep the band going.
And I've said this a lot to again artists and songwriters. The people, the Joe public see a band and it's like an iceberg where you see the top of the iceberg, but the years of paying your dues is way below surface. All those years of hardship and getting the knockbacks and things like that. I mean obviously you've got a close-knit group there, and you were saying about you draw from that. Is that what happened really when you were starting getting the knockbacks and things like you just saying, right, come on?
Yeah. I mean, one thing we always did was we always took whatever was positive out of everything. You get everything that's thrown at you for the most part is negative, and then you find one positive thing, and we would just focus on that positive thing. Whether it was this producer's going to come to the show and he works for he's somebody's guitar player or something like. We would find the biggest hope in anything, and we would go and we would listen to people. We would take the criticism, the constructive criticism, and we would not be like, yeah, screw you, I don't hear that. We would like, yeah, man, let's listen to what he's saying. Let's try this. If this doesn't work, we'll try this. I'll never forget. I think somebody back when MySpace was out, we had just got a MySpace account or something, and I was reading. It was like still today, if you go read negative comments, it's just screws you up. It's best not even read it. But I did read this guy's like, these guys are, I don't know what the hell they think they're doing. They're living a pipe dream or something. And he just decimated us in this quote, and I wish I knew who that guy was because I got to thank him because he put some drive in me and to kind of keep going. So I don't know, man. We just you guys.
Yeah, and I think that is brilliant because you turned it into a positive, haven't you? Because there are so many who go, I mean, I sang over in the UK for about 20 years and stuff, and clubs and stuff. But not to your level or anywhere near that. Wrote a few songs and stuff. But, at the beginning, you're reading all the magazines, you're going, right, how did I do? And you go, oh, great. And then the odd one will go, oh. But I drew from that, and think, right, I've got to better that. There must have been a time. And you analyze, and I think you as an artist would probably agree with this. When you come off stage, you've done well or you haven't done well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't done. I think we can be our biggest critic, but we know sometimes when it's bad, we don't say shit. We just don't even look at each other. I mean, we get into it. And then sometimes it fuels the biggest arguments we ever have. And somebody that we don't know walks on the bus while we're all four going at it, and they're like,
what the hell were you doing there, guy?
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is crazy.
But yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, I get thrown because I'm on my own a lot. I get thrown that there might be a little glitch in. I've just started using a wireless mic, and it's getting feedback, and I'm doing my own sound, and I'm going, what? So in the second half, it's like lash that, get the cabled one on, and carry on then, and it's getting that comfort, and it could be just something like that, and it just sets you it's that comfort zone out the way, isn't it?
Man. I can't tell you, and I always battle with a lot of sound, like front of house guys and everybody. I was like, man, I can't tell you how many great shows I've had, mainly because everything was right on stage and you're comfortable when you feel right. When something gets thrown off or you don't have something sound right or something messes up, it's like it could just take the whole show. Even though you might smile and make it through it, you know in your mind you got to smile. They don't know. So you can't let them know, and sometimes even just the smallest things, and but there's nothing like getting on stage and it's sounding great in your ears, and you're feeling it and it's comfortable, and you can just go. That's the best feeling on earth. And some days are good, a lot of days are good, and sometimes you get one that's just tough, and you got to fight through it because you're not there for yourself, you're there for the people out there. You got to go.
I went to see the Mavericks years ago, quite a while ago actually, in Manchester, a small venue, and the second song in, he looks at the sound engineer and shouts, "Hey, dumbass!" I'm thinking, Raul Marlowe's not happy here. But what's in the future holding for you guys? You out on the road?
Yeah, we're out on the road. We're leaving tonight at midnight. We just did a show on Tuesday. We're playing Saturday. It's things are just popping up, whether it's radio, TV, these things. It's just we're going, man. But they're, we're wide open as we can be. We're trying to book as many shows as possible, and yeah, I mean that's the main goal: to promote the record and get out there and play songs and just catch up with people, because we haven't been able to play even just away for a lot of fans. We haven't been to their town yet, so it's exciting going, and it's their first time hearing it, and then they're going to be there because we've just got so many new fans that are coming now. It's crazy. But yeah, just touring, man. We're ready and want to come over there too.
Yeah. How many times have you been over in the UK?
Zero.
No.
We've not played over there. And
shocking.
We were scheduled to come over last year, and it didn't happen, obviously. And that's just something between me and the guys that we have all agreed to. Like, I don't care if we don't make it. It's not about money. We want to get over there and we want to play, and we want to keep playing because I know we're good friends with our buddies in the Cadillac 3, and they've been building it over the years. And every time I see them go over there, I'm like, damn, I want to go. So we're coming, man. As soon as we can get it worked out, man, we're coming.
Oh, good. Be good to see you guys in person as well. And just before we finish, I ask a question to all my American friends over there, and it is the Mount Rushmore question. So you got 4 heads of historic significance on the side of Mount Rushmore. You can replace them with 4 people that's inspired you. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be musicians. Who would that be?
I'll go with the musical side of it. I'll put my dad up there because he taught us how to play and sing. But if I put him, I got to put moms up there too. So I'll put my dad and mom on the side, and then I'll go with Stevie Ray Vaughan and Dwayne Allman.
Good shout. Yeah, they're new ones to the Mount Rushmore. There was one artist said, I need a lot more. So, well, you've got the chisel. You chisel away, guy. You about 7 people.
Oh man.
Well, Matt, it's been an absolute pleasure. I know you've got lots more to get done before you set off. Good luck with the tour. Again, fingers crossed you come over here. And like I said, and before you leave, if you could just do a quick liner for us, that would be absolutely awesome. So I want to wish you good fortune and safe travels as well, my friend.
Okay, thank you.